yesterday I posted this photo on what's it called, the Twitter, and it was just, I was shocked at these audio levels I got. It's two guys, two loves, two channels. One guy was slamming, the other guy was you know, barely drawing a line in his waveform. And Scott Simmons tweets me and he's like, "Oh, what's the matter? Can't you handle it in the Final Cut 10?" And I was like, "Oh God, okay, here we go, defensive, always on the defensive." The reason I had fixed it in Audition is I've just been doing so much podcasting. I just kind of fall into Audition when I need to deal with audio because I do use it for the podcast. But I had forgotten about a feature in Final Cut 10, and I actually could have done it really quickly over here. So let me show you what I would have done had I not had a brain fart. So if I select my clip here and I go over to the audio tab, you can see I have, here's my channel configuration. What do I got? Well, I have the storyline audio, and that's actually the audio that is embedded to the camera, okay? Because the, you know, the DSLR has, you know, crap mic on it. And then there's the connected audio, and the connected audio is the synchronized audio because I used the synchronizing feature in the Final Cut 10 to sync those. But in actuality, I'm not going to actually use the storyline audio. I really only want to use the connected audio. So I can just tink on that thing right there, and it basically mutes that. Now the connected audio, you can see it's a stereo track, and what I really want is dual mono. So if I click on this little guy and go to dual mono, now I have two tracks, and see here you can see the problem. One guy's really loud, one guy's very soft. Okay, so why couldn't I have fixed it here? Well, it's not intuitive to see the second audio track, and I'm going to show you some features here. And when I right-click here, there's certain things that you can do. I can expand the audio and video. I go like that. It's like, okay, so there's my audio, and there's my video. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, you might want to do this if you're doing like an L cut or something like that. And you want to adjust the length of one over the other. But in actuality, that's still summing, that little graphical representation actually is summing both of the tracks together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collapse the audio and video. That's not really what I want to do. I want to see both tracks. So the other thing I can do is I can say, well, let's detach the audio. Okay, still, now it's as though I've stripped it apart and I've synced it manually, and I can tell that because I have my little connector guy over here. So I have a separate video clip and the separate audio. Okay, that's not really what I want to do either, so I'm going to undo that. And the third thing that you can do is expand audio components, okay? So if I right-click on that, see, here's expand audio and video, here's expand audio components, and bingo. That's what I really wanted to have. Now that I've gotten access to the track, now let's see how I would actually fix it. So what I would do is I'd go into the effects guy, and I'm just going to search for the word gain. Okay, and when I do, I get this little plugin, and I can drag that and drop it onto just the bad track. Now, if I come up into the gain guy here and I pull down to the what's it called, the parameters, and now I can like take this gain, and if I want, I can say, you know what, I bet you this thing's about 20 dB low, and I can hit that, and I can see now in my waveform, I'm getting some level. And in actuality, it looks like I'm even further low than that. So if I select this guy again, let's go up a few more dB. And now we're getting actually some level on that. Now I'm not going to play this because it's, you know, client material, and I don't want to. I can't show it to you. But you can even see in the waveform, I got one guy and I got the other guy, and they both have good levels. There's another feature that I want to show. Well, I can't really show it again because I can't show that I can't play the footage. But another really powerful tool here is the limiter, and I've been using that quite a bit. And I just drag that guy and throw it on tracks, and it's basically, you know, it's in its default settings. It's like a brick wall limiter. So if I click on this guy and then open up this little dude right here, and you can see there's the default settings for the limiter. So at any rate, Scott Simmons, that's how I would have fixed the problem. Had I thought of it, I'm glad you challenged me. I have learned. I am smarter because of you. Thank you very much. Later.